So to summarize the movie, Sage and Diego decide to have a weekend getaway as they're about to transition in life, with Diego focusing on writing a book, Sage becoming an editor, and this being their last hurrah before they have to lock down their finances because things are going to get a little rough. Unfortunately for them, though, the mansion that they secure for the weekend unfortunately got double booked, and these two weird potential swinger types, Will and Sin, join them. And throughout the weekend, Will and Sin seem to like to play these games to try to tempt both Sage and Diego into potentially cheating on each other, if not doing or being part of something far more nefarious. So, getting to the review section, first highlights that this film is freaking hilarious, and it's hilarious not in the way that a lot of horror comedies are, in terms of it kind of being corny funny like certain types of Chucky movies, but it has serious comedic situations and moments where it makes you appreciate what can be done in terms of keeping things scary, keeping you invested in who lives and who dies, yet still acknowledging the absurdity of the moment of somebody or something wanting to kill other people just because. But with that said, I have to note this is definitely a bloody movie, and maybe not bloody to like the most goriest level, but if you're someone who definitely likes to see chase scenes, if you like to see people get maimed in some kind of way, the beginning of the film in itself, when you see crossbows flying around, it's gotta be eye-opening. And granted, if you're somebody really looking for violence, I feel like that is the peak violence, and then it kind of goes down from there. And when it picks back up, it doesn't get to that level, but there's definitely enough for if you want to see some people get hurt in a safe way, then this has what you're looking for. But getting to the story, I have to say, and this goes into the other highlight, you will get invested in what's going on with Sage and Diego because, yes, their relationship is imperfect, but it's because it's imperfect the way it is, that's what makes you get into it. It's not this lovey-dovey perfect romance where Sage is just oh so keen of the idea of having to financially provide for her man while he's trying to pursue a dream of being a writer. But even with that little caveat and then some other things that's revealed later on, you still very much care whether they live or die. And I would even say to a certain degree you get invested in Will and Sin as well, because while they're definitely two rich kids, there's something weird about them that makes you kind of want to see what's going to go on. And granted, are they doing stuff that definitely seems like they're poking at the holes in Diego and Sage's relationship? Yes, but something about that mischievousness is just, it draws you in more. And as it keeps going on and on till there's something revealed maybe toward the last quarter of the film, I felt it was good enough of a spin, twist, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not going to say that's going to be for everybody. But for me, it definitely was something that upped the ante just enough so that when it came to hitting the climax and all the drama and madness that followed, it was good enough to not really make any complaints. But no movie is perfect, and when it comes to Bone Lake, probably the main issue you may have is that, like a lot of horror movies, when there's a situation when the villain is taken down, not taken down like, but you know, the hero is able to knock them off their feet or something like that, neither Diego or Sage in the first instance, second instance, third instance, etc., take advantage of that situation, just finish off the villain, which could possibly frustrate you because it happens multiple times. But in the end, you do get a satisfying ending. So, with all that said, I would definitely say if you're somebody who's looking for a horror movie with a little comedic tinge in there, with, you know, enough blood to, I don't want to make it sound like you're crazy for liking bloody horror movies, but if it has enough blood to satiate you, it has enough violence to give you what you need, and also it has a complicated romance, so in case you want a little bit of every genre, this has what you're looking for and is definitely worth seeing.